I'm not. I'm sitting the same size I was.
Where are you
No, I'm
going?
gonna go right here. This is where I was.
I feel like you're not comfortable in that shirt.
I'm not comfortable.
What's wrong with you?
It just feels smaller. Did you guys get me a smaller shirt? I shrunk this shirt. Too much pie for Pie Day. Hello, adventure. So my dad is one of my heroes. I used to love spending time with him driving around. And one of the things he did is he would build houses. And so he would talk to me about building a house. And that's where he would let me learn to drive in the neighborhoods. We would shoot BB guns at all the glass bottles that were left over at the construction site. So he'd always be asking me these questions. And one of the questions that he would always ask me is he would say, John-Erik, what is the most valuable piece of property on the planet? And so I remember at school, they would tell a story about how the Native Americans, they sold Manhattan for beads and how that Manhattan's worth all this money now. So I said, oh yeah, I know, it's Manhattan. And he said, no, that's not it. I said, oh, okay. Well, about that time, Operation Desert Storm was going on, and they were talking a lot about oil fields and how valuable they were and how much oil was worth. And I said, well, it's the oil fields, right, Dad? And he said, no, that's not it. So then I said, well, how about a diamond mine? Because if a diamond's valuable, think about like a whole cave full, a whole mine full of those diamonds. And he said, no, that's not it. And then he pulled over the car and he stopped at a cemetery. He said, John-Erik, this is the most valuable piece of property. I said, Dad, this is a cemetery. He said, yes, but in it are buried the unfulfilled dreams of people. You see, in that cemetery, there's a book that was never written. There was a business that was never started. There was a trip never taken. There was words that should have been said that were held back. There is recipes that were never passed down. In it is filled with the dreams, hopes, and ideas of people that never made it out. And I didn't want that to be me. I wanted to have the courage to chase my dreams. I would rather fail than have those dreams buried. Your adventure is extremely valuable. And so we need to treat it with the value that it is. So a couple things that might help you with your dream is, the first thing is, if you haven't done a dream board yet, you should make a dream board. You've heard us talk about those. Make the dream board, or make sure you update that dream board. Make sure that dream board isn't a place that you see it all the time. Make a dream wall. Make sure that you are putting those dreams in front of you. One of the great things about social media is you can make that dream public really easy. So even working in a dream, you can blog about it. You can post on social media. So your adventure, part of that is you chasing a dream. That inspires other people. Even when you fail at your adventure, that inspires people that at least you tried. Make sure that you know the next step to your dream. Break down your dream into, what do I need to be doing this week? I look at, what do I need to do this week for that dream? How do I make sure that I've moved the chains? How do I make sure that I've gotten some yardage? You know what? Not every week is a home run, but I'm gonna get set back. There's gonna be some fumbles, but I wanna get yardage on my dream. You know what? If you do not have measurable goals, if you aren't taking your dream and saying, hey, I'm gonna calendar it out, if you aren't gonna kind of chart out your dream, you know what's gonna happen? It's just a wish. And a lot of people, what they have is they have a wish board, not a dream board. A wish is, yeah, I wish this would happen. I wish that would happen, but they're not doing anything. A dream is when you start to put action to it. A wish is when you talk about it. And you know, the thing that's even probably the most important is who you invite onto your adventure. You need to have a dream board, but you also need to have a dream board, like a board of advisors, a board of directors. Who are you going to invite? Who is that somebody that you're okay with them asking, hey, how's your dream going? You're the person that on those days where it's hard, you can call them up and they're going to be an encourager. Surround yourself with the right people that are going to help move your dream forward. Say, you know what, to get that dream happen, who, and make a list of who are some of those people and reach out to them and say, hey, I'm working on this dream. I want you to be on my dream team. I want you to be part of my board of advisors. I want you to be part of helping that. And I think one of the most important things, and how can I help your dream? That's one of the questions I love to ask people is, hey, what's the dream stirring inside of you? You know, some people say that I don't have a dream. Well, you know what? I believe that everybody has a dream planet inside of them. It just maybe hasn't been watered yet enough. And so there's a couple things you can do. First of all, what I'd say is until you find your dream, start asking people about their dream, because it's really more important that you don't just get a dream done, but you have a habit of dreaming and getting that done. And so those actions that you take help somebody with their dream. I love to ask people, what is the dream that's stirring in your heart? How can I help you? Because in it, that creates leadership and that creates tons of opportunity. When I say dream, you're thinking, man, how do I come up with the next big idea, the next invention, the next world-changing idea? That's not what I'm asking. Start small. I look on my dream board and there's still a few things that I haven't done on it that I'm starting to make plans for. So I say, I've never driven across the country. That's a dream. I want to be able to read all of these series of books. Start with, what do you want? I want to finish a half marathon. I want to run a 5K. Well, then make that a dream and put that on there. I want to learn how to cook. I want to learn how to dance. Start with small things and then go after those, because this is why that's important. If you aren't going after a dream, then what you do is a commodity. And when it's a commodity, then people are looking for the lowest price. Commodities are outsourced, but somebody who knows how to go after a dream, chase down that dream and not give up, those are the people that change the world. Your adventure should be a series of getting those dreams accomplished and helping people with their dreams, because it is extremely valuable and it should never be buried. And your adventure begins right now.